Stop overthinking. If you're overthinking, you are denying that God is in control. You're doubting what God has planned for you. Stop overthinking. All your worries, all your stress, all your anxiety is either in the past, something that's already happened, something that you've already went through, or it's in the future and hasn't even happened yet. That's why you have to live in the present right now. If you trust God, if you say that you believe in God and you trust God, then why are you worrying? Why do you keep overthinking about that one thing that you did, or that mistake that you've done, or something? You just keep overthinking. You're denying, you're doubting God. Your gift is right in your hands. Once you start realizing all the blessings and all the things that you want in this life, you already have it. It's right here. It's your body. It's the Holy Spirit. You already have it. So why are you stressing? Why are you overthinking about probably something that does not even matter, bro? Why are you so worried about that? I understand. I overthink too. Like I worry about these things sometimes too. But you need to realize God knows exactly your plan. He knows exactly what you're doing and where you're gonna end up. You're overthinking about a bunch of stuff that does not matter. I used to be so worried about what someone else thinks about me. You need to just realize, like, why are you so worried about it? If you just do what you love in this life, there's nothing to worry about. Like, nothing in this life matters enough for you to be overthinking so much about it. All of it's in your head. Everything's in your head. Your emotions just take over. And a lot of the time that overthinking comes from the devil. He pushes those thoughts on you to overthink. And that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to do that. Because he knows when you're overthinking, you're doubting God. You're doubting what God has for you. Your blessing is on the way. You're overthinking. You're stressed about one thing. Your blessing is right around the corner. Your blessing is right around the corner, I promise you. God will tell you to be at peace, to be patient, enjoy the journey. Don't be so focused on that goal. It's gonna get tough. It's gonna get hard. That's the time you need God the most. He will never put you through something you cannot handle. I promise you. He's brought me down, like, I hit rock bottom. When I found God, I was at rock bottom, my rock bottom. I was down bad. I was down bad. God will put you through things that you've been praying for. You know what I'm saying? I've been praying for more discipline in my prayers. And God has thrown at me a lot of things to make me more disciplined. A lot of temptations. A lot of, like, women that are no good. Or, being invited to these places that are no good. I need to be more disciplined in these situations, and that's what God's doing. Sometimes I fail, and sometimes, I do give in to temptation, and, we'll talk about that in another video, but, spiritual warfare is very, very real, and it's very tough. I feel as if I overthink way too much. My brain is constantly moving and thinking of, like, a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter. I'll think about something from, like, 2 years ago that I did that was embarrassing or whatever, and just think about that over and over. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. And I'm just like, what's going on? Why am I so worried about stuff that doesn't even matter? Those people most likely will not remember. You're the only person that's remembering all these things that you're overthinking about. Nothing matters in this life. This life is temporary, although we do need to enjoy the journey. But don't be so stressed, because all these that's just opening the gateway just to the devil. Those are the devil's thoughts. You're overthinking. You're thinking about these bad things. All these bad thoughts you're thinking of are the devil's thoughts. Pray to God. Ask him to flee you, set you free from these thoughts. You're so in your head that you can't even enjoy where you are right now. You're so focused on that thing. You're so focused on that blessing. You're so focused on something back then. Focus on now. Focus on the things that you have right now. I always acknowledge the blessings. I'm in a car right now. Is it the nicest car in the world? No, but it's a car. Like, be blessed. You're so overwhelmed. You're so in your own head. You don't see the blessings that you have right now. Us as people got so many things to be blessed about, but you choose to overthink, to get sad, to get depressed about something that means literally nothing. Just know, God has a plan for you. So you may be stressed now because you have no idea where you're going. No idea where you're going. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm going to do. sometimes my family, my friends are more stressed than I am. They're like, oh, what are you gonna do? You gotta find out what you're gonna do. Like, you have no idea, you have no direction where you're going. And I'm just like, God knows. God knows, and I trust him so much. I'm just holding God's hand, and he's really just guiding me to my destination. So many of us think we have like the right direction. We don't. We really don't. God knows where we're gonna end up, and God tells us we're gonna be fine. So if you're so stressed and so worried, just realize you're doubting God. God's driving the car. Like I said in last week, he's driving the car. You're passenger. You're passenger. You're scared that God may crash. Might crash the V. He's not gonna crash. He's gonna get to the destination safely. And you're so worried. You're overthinking about that. How are we gonna get there? Because you feel as if he doesn't know where the direction is. God knows the directions. We don't know the directions. God knows the directions. And I trust God. I trust God steering the wheel. And if you don't, then you're really doubting his existence. That might sound judgmental, but I feel as if you're doubting him. Realize he's putting you through all of this for a reason. And then when it's all said and done, you're going to be so happy and grateful that God put you through that. And then you're going to be like, why was I overthinking about those things? The verse of the day is Deuteronomy 31:6. So be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid and do not panic before them. For the Lord your God will personally go ahead of you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. So he's basically saying, like, don't be afraid. Like, don't panic. Don't overthink. Don't stress about this thing. He will personally go ahead of you. And he won't fail you. He won't abandon you. So you're so stressed that something bad will happen. You're panicking. God is telling you you're going to be fine. Just don't panic. Don't feed into those thoughts, because that's the devil. So you feeding into those thoughts is going to make it 10 times worse than it actually is. Just realize God got it. He got it.